Welcome to your favorite sports drama podcast, The Double Dose, the drama of sports. I'm Nathan, and every week, my co-host and girlfriend Rachel and I discuss all things in the sports drama universe.
Sprinkled in with pop culture, we cover topics from Bravo to Brady and everything in between. So keep listening to find out more. Cheers!
Welcome to the Brad Marchand episode of your favorite sports drama podcast, Double Dose, Drama of Sports. I'm Nathan, and sitting over here is Miss Rachel Eden. Miss Rachel, we got reunited today after a little time apart. Other than that, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Tremendous. Happy to be home.
Yeah. You went up to Boston to see your mom and family
And friends.
before Thanksgiving, because you're spending Thanksgiving with mi familia.
Yep.
And that's why we were apart. You made it sound like we were on like a little break, which just letting the people know.
No. Yep, exactly. I just wanted to see my mama, my friends, my family before Thanksgiving, since I won't be spending Thanksgiving with them. And I also took the first couple of days, this whole week off. Took this whole week off.
You did.
Of work.
Chilling.
However, you still had to work, so you stayed home.
I stayed back.
Yeah, but
Someone's got to take care of this house.
now we're reunited, and it
feels so good.
Anyways, how are you? How's the last week been?
It's been
What's
good.
up?
I feel like the last time we recorded,
Oh, shit.
it's been literally forever and a day.
Yeah, it was. It was a long time ago,
Doesn't
wasn't
it feel like forever
Well, it's
ago?
we're recording on a Tuesday since I wasn't here yesterday.
But
So
doesn't it feel like so long ago?
It
Like,
does.
even if we recorded yesterday, I would have been like, this is so long.
yeah, it was long. It was a long time ago.
Right?
Yeah, it was.
But I'm doing good. How are you? How are you doing?
Oh, thanks for the elaborate explanation of your week. I'm doing fine. Thank you.
I said I was good. What else? I'm like, what did I do? Like, you said, how are you? Now, like, what did you do?
You always explain what you did all week.
Well,
You're in a couple
if
new
you're
shows,
gonna
Gilded Age.
Yeah. I'm literally.
Buccaneers.
I'm like, I don't know what came over me this weekend. I swear to God, we changed like bodies. Like, you went up to Boston and you were like the mayor. Like, you were like, I'm going here, I'm going there, I'm seeing them. Like, whatever. I was like, oh my God, like, do you stop? Like, this is crazy. Like, you were running around, and I loved it for you. But I stayed back in the homeland, and I had a Friendsgiving with the City Girls. I had Friendsgiving with Jersey Girls. So much fun. Loved it. I had a blast. But, like, other than that, I literally was chilling this week. Oh, and me and Katie went for, like, a 3.5 mile walk, just, like, a random 5K we did through Soho. Like, go us.
You're saying you did a 5K?
3.5 miles. 5K.
Okay.
Is it not? If I walked 26.2 miles, would I call it that I walked a marathon? Or would you say you walked 26.2 miles?
I don't know, because all I know is that I walked 10 miles with you in Newport, and I still wanted to walk more.
Could have walked that half marathon, but we didn't. If we walked 3 more miles, it would have been. Maybe that's what was my goal. Maybe my goal was to walk a half marathon.
Well, that's not. You didn't explain that to me, so your
yes.
communication must be off.
We walked a 5K, and not a big deal. And other than that, I stayed in, and literally I was the TV queen this week. Like, I was on the couch. Like, I was like, I could be doing this. I could be doing that. And all I did was sit my ass on the couch and in bed and watch every show you could think of. Like, I caught up on Real Housewives of Salt Lake City. I caught up on, like, The Golden Bachelor. I caught up on And Just Like That. I started and finished the Buccaneers. Well, finished like up to now because there's a new episode tomorrow. We started watching the Gilded Age. I'm all over it. Like, I told you I'm the TV queen.
So you didn't watch any sports, and so you didn't watch any sports.
I watched 0 sports.
That's what happens when I'm not around.
Exactly. I watched 0.
So this podcast is really working with the influence of sports in your life.
This is literally the first weekend in how long that I haven't watched sports.
I'm messing around with you.
Yeah, because I was literally about to say. But when I said to Katie and to Victoria that I was watching the Buccaneers, they were like, Tampa Bay? Like, what? And I was like, no. This is like a show about like literally the Gilded Age, like not the Buccaneers. So see, you're making an impact. People think I'm saying the Buccaneers, and they automatically think football. Why the hell would I be watching the Tampa Bay Buccaneers? Buccaneers.
To watch Crybaby Baker.
Nah, forget them. Did they even play yesterday?
They did.
Oh, did they win?
No, they lost.
Oh, well.
Lost a close one, actually.
Didn't pick them, don't matter.
We bet on them, though.
Who's we?
Me, Mike, and Ty.
And they didn't win?
But they won their bet. They covered.
But you didn't?
No, we did.
You keep saying we, and then you say you. They.
They, as in the Buccaneers, covered the bet.
Oh, okay.
I didn't have any influence on the bet or covering the bet. I just placed the bet along with my friends.
Okay, cool. That's awesome. I'm glad that you guys won.
Thank you.
So, how are you? How was your week?
It was great.
Week.
It was great. First of all, thank you to everyone who purchased hats so far.
Yes, thank you so much for purchasing hats on the doubledosepod.com. That is DOUBLEDOS podcast.com, doubledosepodcast.com, doubledosepodcast.com, where you can purchase these lovely hats for you, for your family, for your grandma, for your uncle, for your BFF, for your man, for your girl, for everybody you want, everyone that's purchased already, because they are flying off the shelves. You might get them fast while they're hot. Thank you. Don't forget to purchase another one. Like, say you're like, hey, maybe you can have one for the garden, one for the kitchen, one for the bedroom, one for the office. Get one for wherever you go.
Whatever you'd like.
Exactly.
I greatly appreciate everyone who bought one so far, as I was saying. And as you were saying, we have a few left on the shelves, so get them while they're hot. Influence your friends. Once you also get it, also, everyone that has gotten them, feel free to share them online. Feel free to put up a story on Instagram. Maybe we'll share that post on our Instagram. Maybe.
Throw us a tag.
Yeah.
At Double Dose Pod.
Any of the such.
Yeah.
But seriously, thank you so much.
Yes, we greatly appreciate it. And I mean, who wouldn't want to wear something as fuego flames like this on your head?
Right. I was eating dinner with my cousin Steven last night, and I was wearing my hat. And I was talking about the pod, and he was like, wait, is that, like, your podcast hat? And I was like, I guess you haven't listened to an episode. But yes, it is. Yes, it is.
Because he loved it.
He loved it.
Yeah, they're fire flames. People don't, it's discreet.
Yeah.
Discreet in the sheets.
Right. I honestly like that, because I think a lot of show merch or podcast merch is, like, in your face, like, this podcast is
right.
Like whatever, but
we're just here rocking and rolling.
Yeah.
We're chill, we're laid back, we're cool, we're in sweatshirts, you know?
Yeah, we're chilling.
We're literally chilling.
Literally.
So.
But other than that, it was awesome. I got to watch Football Sunday with my friends. Reunited for Football Sunday.
And it feels so good.
What else? I played golf. With Ty. First time playing golf in a minute and a half. But, still waxed that booty of his, so.
You thought you got a hole in one, you said.
I thought I did the last hole. It was a par 3, about 186 yards. And, the hole before, I hit my 4-iron. It didn't go very well, so I was like, I would hit my 4-iron here because that's about the distance my 4-iron goes. But I'm going to go with my 5-iron because I wasn't feeling my 4-iron. And I probably had the best swing I've ever had in my life.
Wow.
And I think just in the air tracking. And it's just going straight. And it's going straight towards the hole. And then anyone that knows me knows my eyesight stinks, even though I was wearing my new prescription sunglasses, which I loved. And I asked everyone that saw me wear them if they liked them, just to fish for compliments, as I do.
And what was the verdict on that?
Oh, nothing but positive feedback.
Of course.
It's a shame that I had to...
I mean, you're sculpted out of a fucking marble over there. You are a Greek god to me. And to everyone else. That's right. That's right.
Wow.
Brownie points are not watching sports this weekend.
I'm speechless.
Okay, so you were wearing your new prescription sunglasses.
But I still, it was straight on, and then I was like...
I literally made you lose your train of thought. I think I've ever said something so nice in my life.
So, exactly. So then, it was going straight, but I didn't say anything on the green. I was like, oh my God, is that in the hole? In my head, and like Ty was like, no, it went over. But in my head, I'm like, nah, dude, I can't hit my 5-iron like over the back of the screen. I usually hit it like 175 to like 180 max. Yeah, I was in the backside of the green. It was not in the hole. But it was a great shot.
Yeah,
I was very happy.
Either way, great shot. Did you make your par 3?
No, I don't think I parred it. I bogeyed it. I
So you
chipped
got
on. I chipped
4?
on. Yeah, I got a 4. But sorry, I was happy with 4. Bogey golf is good golf for me.
Yeah.
I like bogey golf.
Wait, that made me think of I did play sports this weekend. Remember on Friday at Friendsgiving, we went to the lawn in Seaport, and that was so fun. It was like pool putting golf.
Putting golf
pool.
Yeah,
What
the
is
game
that?
was cool. The game was cool. I think the place, they need to figure out like their operations there.
Yeah.
I think that they have a lot of staff, and like I just think it was like very all over the place there. But the food was decent, and the game was fun as hell.
Right, I love that game. I think it's like a human pool table.
Yeah,
size.
so
like you step on it.
Right, so they have, if anybody knows about billiards or pool, they have like a 9-ball rack, and there's basically, instead of pool balls, they're golf balls, stripes and solids. So you break the rack with the cue ball, and then you take the cue ball out, and then each team has 6 balls, either stripes or solids, and you have to get a ball in each pocket.
Why do they call it pool?
It's a good question.
Where did billiards turn to pool?
I think billiards is just more classy.
Yeah, why don't
billiards?
Yeah, why did they say pool now?
I don't know.
It's so weird. The English language is bizarre.
Circle back to me on that. Write a note.
Oh yeah. But if I write a note, don't think like, oh, what are you doing over there? I'm writing a note. Why is it called pool? Why is it called pool?
Here comes a straw.
Oh yeah, don't worry. I really wanted that Coca-Cola all over my sweatshirt. Yep, that's perfect. Thank you. Oh my god, I really needed that accessory.
No problem. But yeah, it was awesome. I was very happy. Very happy. I had a lot of good food.
Awesome.
And now we're back, and I'm happy here too.
I love it.
Yeah.
So are you ready to get into it? Let's get into some NFL recap of all of the sports that I happen to watch. So the NFL, I feel like you should just maybe recap to me alongside of everybody else because I'm just...
Yeah, so the last couple of weeks I pretty much put notes on each game, and I feel like that wasn't really... I didn't really like that too much, so I gave a few key points that happened this weekend. Number 1, Joe Burrow out for the season. He has torn ligaments in his wrist.
Oh my god.
So that's...
See a Super Bowl.
Yep, see a Super Bowl for Cincinnati. There goes all of their hopes and dreams of winning a championship.
And you said that they start off slow, so.
Exactly. And they were just picking up steam a couple weeks ago. One part about this is that the NFL is investigating Cincinnati for potentially not being honest on their injury report. So, each team has to provide an injury report.
Okay.
Throughout the week and before the game to show what players are injured, which players, if they are injured, are they out? Are they doubtful to play, or are they questionable to play? And they did not list Mr. Joe Burrow on the injury report. However, when they were traveling to the game, like when they're coming off the plane, and like those just the travel photos that they post and stuff.
Oh yeah, I have something to say about that after this.
His wrist was wrapped, his hand was wrapped, but he was not listed. And so then once everyone was like kind of wondering, like, is he actually hurt? Is that just like, maybe it's just like super precautionary because he's not listed on the injury report. And so then when he got hurt during the game, and there's a classic, I don't know if you saw it, but there was a clip of him trying to throw the ball on the sideline, to try to test out his hand to see if he could grip the ball.
No, I did not see this.
And he's on the sideline trying to throw it to his teammate, and like he couldn't throw it, and he drops into a squat and just like got emotional because you could tell that he knew that it was a big issue.
Wait, why would they investigate them though? Because they didn't list him?
Because you have to be truthful. Yeah, you have to be truthful, and that's the whole point of the injury report is to be truthful, to not have a competitive advantage over your opponent. So like if you're playing someone this week, like you have to know who's injured, who's not injured, who do we have to prepare for, and they obviously weren't honest. Another big part of it nowadays is the sports gambling piece. So like a lot of people bet on Cincinnati last Thursday, and if they knew that he was injured, they probably wouldn't have bet Cincinnati.
Damn. So they're gonna be in trouble.
Yeah, they're gonna be a little bit of trouble.
Slap on the wrist.
Yeah, slap on the wrist. Nothing too serious.
Okay.
But I think it is big news that one of the faces of the NFL is now out for the season. I feel like the injuries in the NFL have been going like crazy this year.
Aaron Rodgers, Joe Burrow, Joey B. Bags.
Joey B-Bags.
Joey Beanbags.
Deshaun Watson.
Everybody's out. Everybody's getting injured.
Everyone.
It's the year of the injury.
Kendrick Bourne.
Whoever that is.
Nick Chubb.
Whoever that is.
Joey Bosa got hurt. Not Nick Bosa.
Not Nick. Not the man. Not Skims man. Don't you dare think I don't remember who that is.
His brother got hurt this weekend. He hurt his foot.
What a weird injury. Your foot.
It's important.
Such a gross word. Foot. The word foot matches what it is so well.
It does.
I know. Your foot.
So doesn't a toe.
So I was literally just about to say that. A toe. Ugh. God. Gross. But I wanted to circle back on what you were saying with these photos that the teams have been taking of these men, or just the fits that these men have been wearing. NFL guys, listen to me, okay? Listen to me here and loud and clear. You need to do a lot fucking better. And if you need help, I'm here to help you as, a little stylist here, okay? Because the looks that you have been providing me are not even subpar. They're disappointing and disgraceful, okay? Because everybody's showing up looking like a legit hooligan and no one looks good. And if it is, it's like one guy that looks mediocre, if that. Okay, if that, and it's giving me in my best dress of the week a lot. I don't even know what to do. I'm looking at these things so uninspired. It's just upsetting. Come here and look good.
Was it the same thing this week?
Yes, as the same thing as was last week. Like last week, I literally was like, okay, like I was working with very, very few. I'm like, okay, I'll give it to this guy. You know what I mean? Like out of everyone, it's like situational.
Throw a bone.
Situational hotness. That's what it was like happening, And this week, I'm like, listen, I can't do it anymore. You're coming up on the holidays. Everyone should be holly jolly. Everyone can be layering. It's a great time to start layering, like some pop of color, like a little festivity. Nothing. I'm getting zip, zilch, zero, none. Everyone's given up. It seems like the NFL, like you said, everyone's getting injured. Everyone's giving up on their fits. And I need you to come to week, 12 next week?
Yep.
And be better. Go back and be better. That's what I have to say.
Beautiful.
Thank you.
Someone that came back and was way better this week than they were last week is New Jersey's own Tommy DeVito.
I fucking love this kid. I really do.
3 touchdown passes and a win.
Naturally.
He's
showing up. He's showing up for his chance.
Yeah, he's stepping up for sure. For sure.
He's a third. Third. He's that third guy.
He's a third string quarterback.
Yes, that's what I was like. He's a third.
And he's balling out for his hometown team. I'm sure his mama's cutlets were tremendous this week. Oh my God,
I'm sure. She's probably putting fucking truffle oil on those things.
Ooh, truffle oil. That sounds delicious. So big news for them. They're facing my Patriots this week. So love the Patriots. However, Tommy DeVito, if you want to stay hot and beat the Patriots and have them get a better draft pick, keep going, Tommy. But an interesting part about this game is that the locker rooms after the game,
I saw this,
had no hot water.
After the game?
At any point during the game, but people typically shower after the game. Had no hot water. There was a water main issue, I guess. According to a Washington Commanders official, there was a water main issue in which it was impacting the hot water being hot water for the field level locker rooms. And the issue couldn't be fixed because in order to fix the issue, they would have to shut off the water for the entire stadium, which obviously can't be done when you have a stadium full of 70,000 people because they need to go use the bathroom. You have concession stands, all that jazz. So these NFL players in the NFL stadium could not take a hot shower after the game.
Do you even want to take a hot shower after the game? Don't you want to take a cold shower anyway?
No, you just want, like, whatever kind of shower you're used to. I mean, nobody wants to take an ice cold shower. I mean, unless you're, like, doing an ice plunge or, like, one of those inspirational people on TikTok.
Right.
That I'll watch and, like, I'll take one cold shower and then, like.
Yeah, you're good for, like, until the next time you see another inspirational video.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that's exactly what I do. I'm like, oh, it's good for my anxiety. My anxiety is great. The next day, I'm like, nah, I don't feel like doing this. And then till I wait 3 weeks until I see another one, I'm like, maybe I should give it a whirl.
Right, exactly. So that happened. How crazy is that?
Do you think that's for real, or what do you think? Like,
Definitely.
It's only their locker room?
No, it was
the Commanders as well.
Yeah, all locker room.
Oh,
the referee's locker room as well. On the Instagram I shared in our story, it was just Tommy DeVito's face, just because he was the star player of the game. But
He's so New Jersey.
He's
he
so New
looks
Jersey.
So New Jersey, and I fucking love
his
it.
chains underneath his.
I fucking love it.
His pads.
He just gives everything to me.
Yeah.
I'm like that. But the thing is like I look at him, I feel comfort. I'm like it's like hometown. You know what I mean? It's like that's my hometown.
Right.
I love it.
Right. But it is a real thing. Sorry, sirens. New York City.
The sirens are out of control right now.
They are. They're nonstop.
I hope everyone's okay.
Me too.
But
yeah, but this is a product of we covered how Washington sold recently to a new ownership group. This is part of the issues with the old ownership group is that like the stadium's a dump, the team's a dump.
yeah, aren't they redoing the stadium?
I'm sure they're gonna do some good renovations there.
But
However,
weren't they redoing it? Like, didn't we report on that?
I'm not sure about the Commanders one. But
I thought it was. I don't know why.
But no teams really like do renovations during the season. This would all be like after the season. So the fact that the team was sold during the season, any of those plans will have to take place after.
Understood.
In the off season. Moving on to the other New York, New Jersey team, the Jets. They got booty spanked by their rival, the Buffalo Bills. Josh Allen and the boys are back on track.
Back in town. The boys are back in town.
The boys are back in town. There was a hilarious clip of this game of Zach Wilson falling down as he was running out onto the field.
Oh, no.
He was like trying to backpedal like while he was looking at his coaches and just completely tumbled over. Needless to say, shortly after that he was benched, and the team also announced that he was benched for their upcoming game this Friday, the first Black Friday game ever in NFL history.
Why are they playing on Friday?
Because Jeff Bezos wants a Friday game.
What? Like one Friday game?
He wants a Black Friday game.
I kind of like that though, because everyone's still gonna be full from the day before. They're gonna want to be chilling. Everyone's at home.
Right.
Like you have the same viewer.
You're still with your family, yeah.
Like, so is a Thursday one not Amazon?
No, there's 3 Thursday games we'll cover later.
Okay.
There's 3 Thursday games. Always is on Thanksgiving, and then this is the first time they're adding a Friday game.
Okay, interesting. The first time ever?
Ever. Just because Jeff Bezos wants to.
Better be good.
And that's going to be the Amazon game, yeah.
Oh, so then what's Thursday? Just a regular game?
One's CBS, one's Fox, and one's
so he's
NBC.
like, I still want to get my game.
Right.
Someone's got to play.
Exactly.
That's fucking crazy. Go Jeff Bezos and his money.
Do you see his freaking photo shoot with his
stop.
wife,
It's so...
Antonio Gonzalez's ex-wife?
I looked at the comments and, like, the people that were, like, the way that they, like... enlarge his bicep or whatever, like ew, it just like so it's so cringy. But hey, like if I had all that money too, I'd be fucking I would literally do the same exact thing. Like who gives a shit? Like we're commenting, they literally like they're literally blowing their noses in $100. They're literally blowing their noses. They probably have like a different level of currency. Their toilet paper is just literally straight hundreds. They just pull it and they wipe their ass with it. So, yeah, no, I saw the photo shoot. It's very scary and it's bizarre.
Their relationship's scary to me. Like, she's Antonio Gonzalez's ex-wife, who's an NFL great. He's actually, but he was at, like, their wedding and their, like, engagement party and, like, stuff. Like, there's pictures of him jumping off Jeff Bezos' like, yacht.
I don't think they're married yet. I think they're just engaged.
Well, their engagement party then.
Okay.
And he's also, Antonio Gonzalez is also on the Amazon Prime broadcast, like on the game show.
She probably was like, you still have to help him out.
Literally.
Help a brother out.
I bet like they do some weird things, those 3.
Oh, I'm sure. Who even knows? Who even cares?
I don't know.
But yes, I did see that. That's crazy that they're having a Friday game.
Right.
I saw this thing on Instagram because obviously now my Instagram has like sponsored ads of sports things, and it was like obviously someone mocked it up, but it was like a Zach Wilson cologne with like Zach Wilson, and it was like, wear this if you don't want to score tonight. Yikes.
Ooh.
I was like, oh my god, that's really funny. I liked it, but I moved on. I didn't send it to anybody because I thought, people are probably hurting with this.
Yeah, no.
So
I personally think that Zach Wilson's played his last game as a New York Jet. Like, I think he will never take another snap with the Jets. I don't know what happens from here for him from here. I don't know what that sentence was. I don't know what happens from here for him.
Yeah.
Still don't know the proper way to say it. But any opinions on Mr. Zach Wilson?
I'm over him. I'm done with him. I'm ready for Aaron Rodgers to come back.
Ready for Aaron Rodgers to come back?
I am.
Do you So I probably have asked you this before, but I'm asking you again because this is a classic case. Is like, would you rather be Zach Wilson and make it and fail like this and like just be embarrassed like week after week, year after year, or would you have like never made it? I know I've asked you this before in the pod, but like this fascinates me. Like I don't know.
God, who even knows what I said last time? Because it honestly depends on the mood I'm in. I feel like I would rather be Zach Wilson, make it and fail, because at least I made it. You know what I mean? Like at least like I proved to myself that I have like what it takes. You know what I mean?
But you didn't have what it takes. You had everyone fooled.
You also got recruited by the New York Jets, so it's just like.
He didn't get recruited. He got drafted.
Or drafted, whatever. Like, but that he was a first round pick. Like maybe on like another team, he would be a lot better. You know, like a team that needs him. Like I don't know, what's another team that needs him? The Cardinals, the Texans. Who knows?
They both have good quarterbacks.
What's a team that needs him?
Patriots need a quarterback. I wouldn't take him though.
I'm sure you would take anybody over your fucking Whack Jones.
No, not this guy. Not Zach.
Imagine they
Zach Wilson.
Zach
the only
Wilson.
person that looks more clueless than freaking Mac Jones out there is Zach Wilson.
Well, what about you? What would you rather do? Make it in whatever or not make it in whatever?
I don't know. I'm like just an anxious ball. I'm in a ball of anxiety at all times. And as much as I like say like I don't care what people think about me, like I think that I would not be able to leave like social media and like not read the comments or the posts or like especially in like the New York market. I don't think I could do it. I think I'd rather not make it.
Yeah, because he needs to be somewhere else. He needs to not be somewhere in New York for real. Like, because I feel like you need to have like tough skin to be like in any of the big markets.
Perhaps he does have tough skin, but at the end of the day, he's still 24 years old.
He does not have tough skin. Look at it. It's supple. It's soft. He's got to go. I'm over him. I'm over talking about Zach Wilson as well.
All right. So this is the probably last time we'll talk about him until give it a couple weeks.
We move on.
And then the game of the year so far in the NFL happened Monday night.
What to say about this game?
What?
No, but you have to keep going. Keep going. Chiefs, Eagles.
The rematch of the Super Bowl, the Kelsey Bowl. The Kelsey brothers faced off on a Monday night matchup in Kansas City, in which the Eagles got revenge and beat the Kansas City Chiefs on Monday Night Football at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. Taylor Swift was not in attendance. However, her man had probably the worst game of his career. He played like absolute ass. And as a result, the team lost. And honestly, they could have easily won. There was one pass from Patrick Mahomes to which he passed it to Marquez Valdez-Scantling at the end of the game, in which Marquez just let the ball literally go through his hands. Been there. Not on Monday Night Football in the NFL, but I did drop a pass one time in high school in which we ended up in us losing. So Marquez, I'm here for you. I hear you. I feel you. And I see you.
Wow, this is like the longest NFL recap I think we've probably ever done. Right?
Maybe.
But nevertheless, I have comments to make. Aren't the Chiefs and the Eagles in different conferences?
Yes.
So why were they playing?
So the way that the NFL does their schedule is that...
Like, you think that this was just a game that the NFL put on because it's like they want viewership or they want
Maybe.
like the Taylor and Travis of it all? Like, when does this happen?
So the schedule comes out in like the spring. So the way... Typically the two Super Bowl teams do play each other the next year. It's just like they put it into the schedule. However, the way that schedule typically goes is like the Patriots, Jets, Dolphins, and Bills are on the AFC East, right? So they set up the schedule by division like that. So
okay.
First part of your schedule, you play each one of your division opponents twice. So that's 6 games.
Okay.
And then you'll have another division in the AFC and one division in the NFC, which all your teams in your division play. So the AFC East, the Patriots, Jets, Bills, and Dolphins.
I'm not following. I'm not. Right. I'm not.
So yes, it was planned ahead of time.
Okay.
I don't know the intricacies of their schedule, but it was a rating.
Seems like a phony baloney game, right?
No, I think it seems like an exciting game, and it worked. It was, in my opinion, probably the best game of the year.
That was the best game of the year so
far. It It was back and forth.
I almost put it on, but I had to watch the Buccaneers.
Tampa Bay?
No, the show on Apple TV Plus.
But yeah, another question for you. Do you think that, not that you watched it, but just take my word for it, Travis Kelce played really bad?
I'm sure he's probably there for Taylor.
Excuse me. He was getting visibly like frustrated on the field. Like he was punching the ground, like getting in opponents' faces, like out of frustration. Like he looked visibly frustrated, visibly upset throughout the entire game. Do you think he is losing focus from his relationship?
I think.
Or do you think that's just like a easy way, like a?
I think there's probably two things. I think
fruit.
both things can be true. I think that he probably was having a bad game because if he had a bad game otherwise, no one would ever say it was his relationship, and he's
Correct.
had bad games before. It's not that. But I also think because of everything going on with Taylor, I'm sure, did you see that thing in Brazil that happened?
Very unfortunate situation in Brazil.
So she had to postpone her concert till Monday because of the weather conditions because it was like an extreme heat wave situation, and a concert goer unfortunately died from it. And so I think that she was probably really shaken up about it. I'm sure he's probably trying to be there for her as much as possible through this. And by the way, I think I'm turning a corner with them.
Really?
I think that I think I'm believing it.
Really?
I think I'm starting to believe it. Yeah.
I at dinner with my mom on Saturday night. She was asking me about the pod. Said she listened last week. Thank you, mommy.
Thank you, mama.
And I asked her, I haven't asked you yet. What's your opinion on Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce? She took a sip of her margarita.
Oh, and she said, "Yep."
She said, "I think it's real."
I think it's real.
Because she made a great point. She's like, they're both ultra successful, and they're like at the top of their professions. Why would neither one of them needs more money. So like they don't need this relationship to make money. It's not like they're in the beginning of their careers where like they're trying to get in the face, the spotlight. And like they only have so much time, like being so successful and whatever. They're both so busy. Why would they waste their times?
Yeah, the more I think about it, truthfully, like just from like everything coming out, like the more I kind of do think that I mean the jury's still out. The jury is still out, but I am turning a corner. I am turning a corner where I think that I do think it's real. But it's not a topic today. We don't need to talk about it. We talk about it every freaking week.
Yep.
But that's all I'm gonna say. I think I'm turning a corner with them. I think it's real. And we move on from the NFL finally into something new because
we're not. Okay. One more NFL piece.
No.
Although my team, the Patriots, did not play this week, we cannot avoid them.
No, why?
Apple TV announced
okay.
a 10-part docuseries.
I saw this.
That they're releasing. That covers the Patriots dynasty. It comes out in February. I'm extremely excited to see this.
Oh my God.
It includes sit-down interviews with Bill Belichick, Tom Brady, and Robert Kraft. The trailer shows like Robert Kraft addressing the fact that he in quote working tirelessly to keep everything together towards the end of the dynasty, to keep all the parties happy. So I think they really are going to get into the nitty gritty.
When's it coming out?
February 16th.
Wow.
Yes, and I'm excited. I'm really excited.
I'm sure. I have something to say about this, though. With this dynasty, the Patriots, whatever. You're getting to me old man syndrome. You're giving it to me. You're getting back in my day. Because this is literally what's happening. Everyone's back in my day. Way back when the Patriots were good.
Way back when they won the Super Bowl in 2019.
They did?
Yeah.
2019?
Yeah.
Tom Brady was on the Patriots in 2019?
Yeah.
Huh. Well, it still seems like back in my day because every day is a Patriots day. So that's why I'm like, Jesus fucking Christ. It does not end.
Yeah, you hear about the Patriots every day.
Yeah. So.
But once again, we don't have to talk about it too much. The current
Wait, they
team,
really won in 2019?
Yeah.
Wow, I really don't keep up, huh?
No.
But, well, I'm excited for you because I know that I'll be watching this with you. So, yeah. Unless you want to watch it solo.
No, but it's going to be one of those things like We're not gonna do like what we do with Succession, where we've had 2 episodes left.
Okay, or we're also not gonna like the thing with the Tom Brady documentary that was actually ass.
No,
it was so bad, and I could not watch it anymore.
And I didn't finish it either.
It was so bad.
Man in the Arena, that thing was ass.
No, so bad. Man in the Arena. I could not do it, and the fucking transitions with the horses and everything.
The lions running through the woods.
No, it was just not. It was not it. It was not it at all. No, I was very over it. Very over it.
Perfect. Now,
I'm excited for you.
Now,
we are getting rid of the NFL topics and
until later on.
Until later on, of course, and more other news.
Yes, into the NBA.
Perfect.
Lamelo Ball. Do you know the Ball family?
I know Carmelo Anthony.
No. Also a basketball player, though.
Melo.
Yeah.
Also Kevin Cobb's puppy.
Yeah.
Melo.
Lamelo Ball. He's part of the Ball family. Him and his brother are in the NBA. His dad is like some like wackadoo dad that's like when he was younger and his brother like Lonzo Ball was like in college at UCLA, like he was like all over social media like, yo, my son's the best, blah blah, and like I have 2 other younger sons and they're gonna be great too. So he's part of that family. Well,
I have to say that one song just to interrupt you really quick because the only thing that's been playing in my head right now. The UCLA song is so fucking fire flames. UCLA, and she got a Maserati, and she got a body. She just trying to party. That song is so. It has no reason.
Imagine being at UCLA.
No,
that song coming out.
No,
like a house party.
That song will remain in UCLA for the end of time because I listen to it. I could listen to it now and I get pumped up. Like when it came on in Rumble, I was like game over. Like this song is a chef's kiss of a fucking song. It's so good. It's
a vibe.
So anyway, you said UCLA. That's what's been playing in my head the whole time, so I had to say it out loud because that song is fuego.
Perfect. Thank you. It is fuego. I completely agree.
Thank you.
So LaMelo Ball, part of that family. Well, the NBA is requiring him to cover up a tattoo below his left ear that the league insists violates rules against exposing commercial logos on players' bodies. A policy that sources close to Ball contend has been infrequently enforced. The tattoo is LF, and that's obviously his initials, short for La France. Not his initials. LF stands for is a shortened version of his middle name, La France, but is also his clothing brand. So basically, the NBA is saying you can't promote your clothing brand on your body because you're not partnered with the NBA. So they're making him cover up his tattoo on his neck. So he's like literally wearing like a Band-Aid on his neck.
Wait, first of all, it's such an interesting thing that they have. Like, would people get like temporary tattoos and like slap them on their body? Like, is that why? Like, would they put like Lowe's, the hardware store, or something on them? Like, what? Like,
no. So like, I honestly never heard this rule because a lot of NBA players have tattoos of like logos, like.
But it's also his like name.
Right. It's also just 2 letters.
Right. Like,
But this says like his camp says that this rule has been loosely enforced.
Yeah. Like
I can think of like 3 players that like have tattoos of like logos, like actual logos that aren't covered. The thing about the NBA is that like they wear tank tops and shorts now, so like always have, but like they're very exposed.
And all those guys are tatted.
All those guys are tatted.
The only thing I can think of honestly is like is someone having like the Olive Garden on them? Like what's going on?
No, like I can't remember who, but somebody had like
Whole Foods?
No, fucking like the
Target?
Warner Brothers. The Warner Brothers right here.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Why?
I don't know. They just had it right here.
Warner Brothers Studio?
Yeah. Kenyon Martin always had like emoji tattoos like all over. Like
you can't have emojis?
You can. That you can. Martin Gortat.
What a dumb.
Martin Gortat.
Great name.
Yeah. Tall white guy. He had the Jordan logo on his calf.
Right, like come on.
Right.
What like that's not
Right.
So then partner with LF, partner with this man, partner with Lamelo.
Right. I just don't understand. Like I just don't understand
right.
Why these leagues focus on shit like this?
Why now? Why this sperm?
The sperm?
Are you serious?
No.
You don't know where that's from?
No.
You don't even know me. Legally Blonde. Why now? Why this sperm? Are you kidding?
No.
Like when they're in the classroom.
I haven't watched Legally Blonde probably since like 1998.
I could quote. I mean, obviously I just did, but I could quote that from beginning to end. I used to sit there and watch it with my feet up on the TV screen and literally like watching it. Sun's up a little. I could do the entire movie, but yeah, why now? Like why now? Why the sperm? Why?
I don't know. I think it's because he started his clothing brand with that similar that's LF.
LF is another clothing brand as well. Like LF is a clothing brand that was way too high price, and then they would have a sale, and every single girly would literally go to the sale, including myself, and it would be like piles of fucking clothes that would be like still like expensive, but like it would be like less expensive than it was. It'd be like, oh, like here's a $250 tank top, but you can get it for $50. And be like, oh my god, I got it from LF. Like it's still a brand right now. If you look it up, it's like a girly clothing brand. So it's even weirder that he like this is like a thing.
Well, his brand's La France. But
I don't know what the other LF stands for.
Me neither. It's just weird. I don't understand why these leagues focus on this type of shit. They have
right, like, get over it. Like, shut the fuck up. Like, you know what I mean? You really need more money from this guy's fucking tattoo? Exactly. Like, are you serious?
Exactly.
Move on.
Let him just, like, why are you focusing?
Let him live.
My question is, who at the NBA offices is like,
that's it. No, let me, like, shut up.
Send the letter. Draft the
also,
letter.
Who the fuck is Lamelo? I've never heard this man.
He's an all-star. He's really good.
He's really, okay, never mind.
Yeah.
We move on.
He just plays in a small market. He plays in Charlotte.
He plays in La France.
Moving on.
Moving on.
To women's basketball.
Love.
Remember Miss Angel Reese? I forgot her name a couple weeks ago.
Yes, we were talking about, yes.
National champion.
Yes.
Well, since they've won the national championship, looks like some drama has happened at LSU. Like, she's not even dressing. She's not even on the bench with a team.
Why?
Well, the head coach, Kim Mulkey, the one that wears all the crazy clothes, she won't really give
insane outfits, you mean?
Yeah. She really won't give any insight on it. It's believed and it's been reported that Miss Angel Reese has a low GPA, like under 2.0, which makes her ineligible to play, if that's the case. That has not been confirmed by the LSU.
Yikes.
However, a mother of one of her teammates took to social media and actually maybe she did confirm it. So, Angel Reese's mom, so since she's not playing, like she's kind of in the news, and so her mom put up an Instagram story.
Angel's mom or the other mom?
Angel's mom.
Okay.
Put up an Instagram
the fact that these moms are getting involved, like I cannot with these helicopter parents. Like, get the fuck out of here. Like, if my mom ever was in my shit in college, like, she would never have been, but like if she ever was, I could be like, step back.
Wow.
You know what I mean?
What about if your friend's mom was coming at you on social media? So that's exactly what happened. So
like, what do you have to do with your time? Are you for real?
Exactly.
These girlies are what? How old are they? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Anyway.
18, 19, 20 years old.
Right.
Exactly.
Like, you're a mother.
Exactly.
Move on.
So,
you have a family.
Exactly. Grow up.
Right.
Grow up.
Grow up.
Seriously.
Grow up.
If there's something to learn from this topic is that
grow up.
Literally
grow up.
Anyone on social media that is fucking attacking anyone, or especially like parents, shut up.
Don't you have a family?
Don't yeah, what are you doing with your time?
Right.
Like, whatever. Anyways, Andrew Reese's mom posted an Instagram story and basically was like if you stop, don't message me, don't send me any long text, especially if you have grammatical errors. Not gonna talk to you about anything.
I'll never text her.
So Flo J's mom, Flo J Johnson, is another member of the LSU basketball team.
Okay.
Responded to that Instagram story with an Instagram story of herself. That said,
Stitch. Yeah.
And I quote,
"Oh no.
You definitely know about grammar errors when your daughter got a 2.0 GPA or less. And in fact, when writing your smart message, you didn't capitalize, nor did you use any periods. May I also mention, neither did this woman. And she spelled you-are, like your, Y-O-U-R. So she's not one to talk.
Okay.
But she continued, stop being petty, fake, hateful, and take your take responsibility. Got you in your daughter's actions.
Oh.
You're just as responsible. You raised her that way. Nobody give a damn who you think you are since you came up off another's brand. Just like God gave it to you, he will take it away. Always stay humble and never forget where you came from. Like I said, this woman, I don't know why she wanted to speak on grammar.
Right, because holy.
Holy.
You couldn't even say it.
Exactly.
What? It's also like...
I promise you, I literally copied and pasted like what it said.
Right. I could only imagine, though, this is the thing. For Angel Reese's mom to comment on this, I could only imagine how much shit has been going on for this other mom to comment on. If that was my daughter, again, grow up, but, and don't be in my shit, but, if that was my daughter, I also don't know what I would do because I feel like I would want to come to her honor. You know what I mean? I would be like, do not fucking come for me. I'll come for you. You know what I mean? That's just the way I rock and roll. So it's just what are you doing? But I'm more annoyed with why is someone else's mom commenting?
Right.
If it's another person's mom's commenting, that means then yes. If someone else's mom steps in the ring, your mom can step in the ring. If she so pleases to.
Right.
But if not, then what are you doing? But to this other woman, what the fuck are you doing? This is literally this is a child.
Right.
This is a child.
Right.
What are you doing making opinions
also,
on this?
Right. And also,
who the fuck is Flo Jane? Why is she so upset?
She's another good player on the team.
Yeah, well, she's obviously not as good as Angel. Sorry.
Right. Well,
who
jealousy.
gives a shit? Right.
So obviously jealousy.
It's the ugliest trait.
It is. So I'm sure a lot has happened.
Jealousy is the ugliest trait.
It is.
It seriously is.
Mm-hmm. And so that's definitely what's happening here. I just can't imagine that. The tension in that locker room must be
fierce. Like a tiger. Like an LSU tiger.
Go Tigers.
Go Tigers.
What are my friend Bo's doing?
Wonder what he's up to.
Probably frog hunting.
I absolutely hate this. I hate that any mom is commenting on any, you know what I mean? It's just obviously when you should talk with your mom,
right.
Oh my God, can you believe this is happening? Whatever.
Right.
But the fact that someone else's mom is coming after you, which was it's seriously grow the fuck up.
Right.
And get the fuck out of my face.
And I think there is an interesting part of this to where Angel Reese is one of the most valuable college athletes when it comes to NIL deals. She's made a lot of money.
Yeah.
And now she's not even playing because she's not eligible. So it's it's a weird, is this going to be more common in college sports now where they'll get distracted by money, endorsements,
right.
sponsorships to where they're not.
You do have to still keep your grades up. That
exactly.
is one thing. I really That's one thing that
you can't be valuable. You can't be.
But these kids they also don't know how to focus. You know what I mean? It's you're getting all this money, all these things you're trying to, but it's you're having the same amount of pressure as NFL players, and you're still having to be a student at the same time. So
yeah,
not NFL, but I'm sorry, NBA, professional sports players, and you still have this pressure, and you're younger than them. So it's how are you handling that?
Right.
I don't know what's going to happen with all these NIL deals, especially with all the people that are very successful with them. That's a huge problem, I think. That's a lot of fucking pressure, and the weight of having to keep your grades up, having to also go to practice, having everything be, it's your entire life. You don't have any room to be an actual college kid, to make fucking mistakes, party with your friends, or do anything. You have to be so in the mindset of this is my life, and do nothing else but that. I feel bad, to be honest.
I do not feel bad because college athletics is demanding as it is, and I think they should be getting paid. And a lot of people have been begging for these athletes to be getting paid for years now, and so they're getting paid now, and it's just. Unfortunately, it's just a product. You're going to have people that deal with it well and people that don't deal with it so well.
You don't feel bad?
I don't feel bad.
You're literally 18. You're going into college
she's accomplished every part of her dream. Yes, there's a yin and a yang to everything. With the good comes the bad. Yes, a lot of pressure. But
But could you imagine if
college sports have always been huge.
Yeah, but could you imagine as a college athlete, now put yourself when you're at D3, imagine you're D1, you're the best at what you do. You could literally get recruited by the NFL, and you're still having to keep up with your grades and do everything, and the pressure of now you're getting paid, and now you have these sponsorship deals. Now you have all these things. I do feel bad.
Then don't do as many sponsorship deals.
So don't get as much money as you possibly can. Like where does it?
That's up to
And how do you decide that? You're 18 years old.
right. That's why you have to have good family around you that probably doesn't go on social media and attack other family members or like.
Are they family? Her and Flo J?
No, but their moms are going out there. Like typically, like I'm saying that from what I can see,
I think that you do feel bad and that you're trying to.
No, I don't feel bad. I don't feel bad at all because college sports have always been great. Like I've always been a lot of pressure. Like money's always been involved in college sports. These players have always gotten paid. It's always had to be hush hush. And
but I feel like it's like a different level of pressure now.
No, it's not. It's not. It's just that you're learning it now.
No, it's not because it's like now it's a totally different level of pressure because now you actually have to like go to photo shoots. You can do these things. Like you can go to all of these events that people are playing for.
You don't have to.
But in contracts, you don't know what they're contractually obligated to do.
But you don't have to agree to it. Is what I'm saying. Like they're also in control of what they agree to do.
I feel like yes and no.
Yes, I understand what you're saying. Like yes,
you're gonna have to make
Angel Reese is probably one of those athletes where.
We're definitely going to agree to disagree here, and like I can feel it already because it's just like to me.
No, but I think it's fascinating. Like we can get rid of a few other topics because since we have a lot more to go, like I see a couple that we can get rid of. Because I think this is an interesting thing. Like look at Trent, right? Like Matt Leinart.
Right.
Matt Leinart's teammate at USC was Reggie Bush. Now back then, they were legit celebrities. Like. Everything that Angel Reese is dealing with, they dealt with times 100 at USC. They're in LA. They were the show. Like,
how do you know that she's not dealing with the same pressures that went in
it's very similar,
Louisiana?
Right. But I'm saying, like, it's always been a thing. Like, Johnny Manziel, we still haven't watched that documentary, but it's, like, very similar where it's, like, that pressure is there no matter what. And the money is there no matter what. You have to have good people around you, good influence around you to help you prioritize things. So like, yes, there's going to be athletes, student athletes especially, that don't have that structure around them, that don't prioritize things well, that will run into issues like this. Yes, that will continue to happen. But that's part of the maturation process. That like, if she can't deal with it now, then she wouldn't be able to deal with it at the professional level when she gets to the WNBA.
But also what I'm saying is that these student athletes are facing so much more pressure than they ever have before. First of all, you're not only are you a local celebrity, now you have all of these deals. Now you have your contracts to keep up with, and now you have the rise and the empire or whatever of social media. You have so much more pressure now than you did before. 100%. Like, I'm sorry, like when whoever the hell like on TV doing an interview, like, yeah, you're a celebrity at USC. It's not the fucking same as it is now. 100%. Because if you're the same celebrity as you were at USC 10 years ago, as opposed to now, the pressure that you face now is so different and so much more intense than you would have before, than it was before.
I couldn't disagree more.
I couldn't agree more. It's so crazy to me that you're just agreeing with that.
But why? These players have been fighting to get this money for years.
Right, and I'm saying it's an amazing thing, and I'm so glad that they are, but I'm saying that the pressure is so different now because of it. The pressure that they face now is so different because of all of this money and everything.
Right. But that's obviously part of it. I don't feel bad for them that the pressure is there.
Of course I feel bad for them. They're 18 years old. Like, they can't, like, how can you go to school? How can you play a sport almost professionally? Have this contract, all these things. Like, how do you do it? Like, how are you doing it? How are you doing it? Could you imagine taking 5 classes? Could you imagine?
Well, first of all, they're not taking 5 classes.
How do you know?
Because typically,
I don't know how many is normal. Isn't 5 normal?
5 normal, but these athletes, especially during their season, they'll probably take 4 or maybe even like 3, maybe like 4 in an online class, and then they typically stay on campus during the summer and complete most of their classes.
I would love to see what the average of the NIL deal athletes GPA is.
Well, so in order to get a scholarship through the NCAA, you have to have it's called the NCAA clearinghouse. So based on your like test scores, SAT and ACT scores, like one or the other, and your GPA, it's like a weighted scale. So you have to maintain that throughout your playing career in the NCAA.
Okay, what do you think it is?
So, like, depends on the team, but typically it has to be over, like, a 2.5 and, like, a certain SAT score. But once you're in there, I think you have to keep your GPA over 2.0 once you're in there.
Okay.
And obviously she's not.
Yeah. I'm just saying that.
Like, you have to kind of try in college not to get 2.0. Like, you have to try not.
No, I agree that you have to.
I don't feel bad.
I agree that you have to try to get less than a 2. 100%. Like, you have to actually give up. But like, I just think that it's hard, and I do feel bad for these like fucking college kids that are like going, like, I want them to get paid. I want them to, because they deserve it, because they are working so hard bringing in all this money for the school. But then it's like they're bringing all this money for the school. They're literally getting paid more than all these like teachers, whatever, but because they're doing so much more. But it's also like now they also have to go to class, study for all these tests, like do these things, like keep a good head on their shoulders. Like, that's hard.
Of course it's hard.
When you're 18. Like, think about when you were 18. Like, I was doing dumb fucking shit, you know?
Yeah, but these, like, Angel Reese has more money than I'll ever have in my life.
But just because she has more money doesn't mean that it's not going to be hard for her. Just because
of
you have more
course
money
it's not
doesn't,
easy.
like,
Of course
it goes
it's not
away.
easy. Of course it's not easy, but just like the Zach Wilson question, like, I'd rather deal with that and learn how to, like, deal with it than not deal with it at all.
First of all, you said before that you didn't know what you would do. So now you know? Miraculously?
I know that I would rather have that. I'd rather have the NIL money, and I'd rather be able to play big-time college sports and learn how to prioritize it.
100%, but I'm saying it's very difficult for these kids. They're facing a pressure that we have never, ever gone through.
I agree, but I would rather I don't feel bad for them because I would want that lifestyle when I was in college.
We agree to disagree here.
Fair.
And we move on.
Move on to Double D's top threes.
We move on to the Double D's threes. A little bit of a lighter topic. I still love you.
I love you too.
Even though things are getting...
That was the most we disagreed in a pod in a long time.
That was...
And as a result, we will get rid of a few of our topics. I will just... There's one I really want to go over, and the other two I'll just, like, say them.
Okay. I don't know what I was about to say. But yeah, let's get into our Double D's threes. Thank you so much for your opinion. I do appreciate your outlook, even though I think it's wrong. But I do appreciate your outlook. Let's get into our Double D's threes. We're both gonna, I think, do the same thing, right?
Yeah, we're going back to the old format.
Old format, because it's Thanksgiving week.
Thanksgiving week.
And why not go over our favorite things about Thanksgiving?
Let's do it.
First of all, we'll go over... First and foremost, we'll say what I'm thankful for, which is, of course, the Double D's, the threes, the double dose of it all, everything, everyone that listens every week, every other week, whenever you can. And of course, for you, my favorite co-host, the best person on the planet, my twin flame, you know, my BFF. I love you so much. So, first things first.
Love you.
You're the realist. But other than that, let's get into the 3 favorite things about Thanksgiving. My 3 favorite things about Thanksgiving, I would say, in no particular order.
You have to rank them.
Okay, fine. Number 3 is being full. Because not only are you, like, with your family or with your loved ones' families, but you are, like, you have such good food. You're surrounded with, like, food, drinks, everything that you want. And, like, I think that this type of full after your Thanksgiving dinner is a different type of full than you experience throughout the entire year. And it is the best. It's like you're so full, you literally cannot move. And you're just like, oh my God, give me another drink. I'll have another slice of pie. You know what I mean? Like, you can still get more, and it's the best. 2 is my mom's homemade stuffing. It's so fucking good. It's so fire flames. Like, I crave this every year. Like, I crave it. Like, I could crave it every day. Like, whenever we talk about it, my mouth literally drools. It's drooling now. My mom's stuffing is so fucking good. She puts magic in it, I think. But the first one is in correlation with my mom's stuffing is watching the Macy's Thanksgiving Day parade every single Thanksgiving and breaking the bread for my mom's stuffing. So my mom, like, literally has, like, a gigantic pot. I mean, my sister usually did it until my sister decided that she literally did it probably like 1 or 2 years. She retired because she wanted to sleep in, which is, if you know Samantha, is very, very accurate to who she is. And so what you do is you get a big fucking pot, and she gets 2 big loaves of bread and I sit there peeling breaking apart the bread and watching the Thanksgiving Day parade. It is my favorite. It is so comforting. It's like I watch all of the shows, I watch the songs, I love it. And then when Samantha finally wakes up, everything is already completed, of course, and she goes and watches the dog competition. What the fuck is that thing? You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah. The show dog.
Yeah, the show, the fucking Purina show or whatever, and that's the best. That's what I love about Thanksgiving. The Macy's Day Parade, the fucking Purina of it all, my mom's stuffing, being full. It's the best feeling. I'm so excited that you're going to be there for the second time to share it.
Yeah.
I'm excited.
Me too.
So what are yours?
Number 3 is mashed potatoes. I love mashed potatoes. And I was actually thinking this. After I played golf with Ty on Sunday, he got steak tips, and they came on top of mashed potatoes. I was looking at those mashed potatoes, and I was like, wow, I haven't had mashed potatoes in a long time. I got really excited for Thanksgiving mashed potatoes.
Oh my God, they're so good.
Instantly.
So good.
Yes. Number 2, apple pie. I love apple pie.
I don't think there's going to be an apple pie this year. We should bring one if you want one.
Yeah, let's bring an apple pie.
Okay.
Let's bring an apple pie. I love apple pie.
I'm actually going to write that down so we remember. Okay.
Oh, yeah, right. Put it in your notes.
Apple pie.
And number 1, football.
Oh, yes.
Football. There's 3 NFL games always. So I'm extremely excited about that. But in high school, growing up, I'd always go to the high school game in the morning, and then obviously when I got into high school, it was really cool to be part of that tradition and play in that game. It's actually very interesting now in Massachusetts. They still do the Thanksgiving game, but it's really meaningless because they changed the playoff structure and the schedule structure. It's really stupid. So I feel very fortunate the fact that I was part of it when it was actually a real thing. Kids nowadays just don't understand.
Oh,
Back in my day.
Right.
But the fact that there's 3 NFL games.
You're so glory days. I cannot. Not only with the Patriots, with fucking the NIL deals or whatever, and the Thanksgiving Day stuff. You are so back in my day.
People are still talking about the catch.
No. Okay. They are.
But I just love the fact that every Thanksgiving there's 3 NFL games. From noon to midnight, there's NFL on TV, and
it'll be on. It will be on the TV constant. It'll just be playing in the background.
No kidding. And if it wasn't, I'd be watching on my phone because I need that.
Okay.
Football and Thanksgiving go hand in hand.
Yeah.
That's all I got for you.
I love it. Yeah. I love it. I'm excited to spend a Thanksgiving with you again.
Me too.
It's always fun. And not that we didn't spend it the past 2 years. Just the year before we did it at my house. Last year we did it at your house. This year we go back to my house. And it's fun to mix and match the traditions and everything that goes on.
100%.
So
100%.
I'm definitely excited. I'm looking forward to it.
Me too. And we'll get in a little bit in a moment. We'll go dive a little bit deeper. I have some history for you when it comes to football and Thanksgiving.
Love it.
Maybe it's some of my glory days, maybe it's not. But moving on, someone that I don't think they celebrate Thanksgiving in Colombia, but is a reuniting of family members happened in Colombia this past week. Luis Diaz, I don't think I mentioned on the pod because he plays for Liverpool, Luis Diaz. He's a Colombian soccer player.
The soccer player, yeah.
He plays for Liverpool, but he also plays for the Colombian national team. So he's that good. His parents got kidnapped by a guerrilla group in Colombia back on October 28th.
What? Guerrilla group?
Guerrilla warfare group, one of those cartel groups.
Oh, okay.
In the jungle of Colombia. And both his parents got kidnapped back on October 28th. I didn't cover at the time because I wanted it all kind of play out. And I didn't want to give opinions or especially, I don't know what's going to happen. So I didn't want to be insensitive or whatever. So long story short, they get kidnapped. The mother gets released right away. However, they kept his father for 12 days.
Oh, man, I hate that.
And fortunately, they were able to get his father back. They said, the Colombian officials and the family said that they didn't exchange any money. All the terrorist group wanted was just for the authorities not to not to come after them, basically. Like they just said that they just want to not get in any trouble because they said that the kidnapping was accidental.
How is that? What?
I don't know, but
An accidental kidnapping?
Right.
Hey, get in the back of my van. I got candy.
Exactly. So 12 days later, they released him back to authorities, and no one got in trouble. No money was exchanged. No one got hurt. So that's all. It's amazing. It's an amazing story. And the story gets better because obviously he plays in England. However, he returned home to Colombia last week to play in a World Cup qualifying match against.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Against Brazil. And so it's a big rivalry, neighboring countries, and they're playing for a spot in the World Cup. And Brazil went up 1-0 early in the game. However, Luis Diaz himself scored 2 goals for his country, and with his parents in attendance for Colombia to beat Brazil for the first time in years. So it was. I mean, obviously, I wasn't happy that the Brazil lost, but in the grand scheme of things, it's an amazing story, and it's just I'm very happy for him. Then that his family is safe, but also that he got to share more moments like this with his family. It's amazing.
That's amazing. Thank you so much for reporting on that, and I'm very happy that him and his family are safe together. It's very, very fucking scary.
Yes. So. Yes. And then 2 quick things. We don't have to go into them. Tiger Woods Golf League, the indoor golf league that he's going to do with the simulators. We talked about it a couple weeks ago.
Years ago, we've talked about it.
That got postponed till 2025 because there was a storm where the whole arena was, and it demolished the arena. So that's delayed for a year.
That sucks.
So instead of starting in January, it's going to start next January 2025.
No way. It fucked it up that bad? 1 month
away? The whole dome collapsed. Everything got demolished.
Okay, well, thank God it happened now and not while people were fucking in it. Obviously, they didn't build it correctly. That's insane.
Yeah, there's a power outage, so the dome didn't have... There was no backup generators, no nothing, so it just got demolished.
Okay, well, now they know.
Right.
You live
and you
learn.
And then there was a friendly soccer game announced between Al Nassr, the team that Ronaldo plays for, and Inter Miami, and for February.
It was a friendly soccer game.
It was not league play. No repercussions of the game. It's just 2 teams playing a friendly.
Got it.
Messi and Ronaldo will face off once more. So that'd be interesting. My Edwino, my man Edwino, he sent it to me today, and he asked me if we're going, and I said, no, thank you. You will not catch me there.
Where is it?
Saudi Arabia.
No. Well, thank you, though.
But yes. And then one more quick thing. Wallet Hub ranked the top 5 best sports cities in the United States.
Sports cities?
Sports cities. Can you...
Who's Wallet Hub?
I never heard of them, but...
Oh, okay.
Can you rank those for me?
Their best cities? Could I just do, the cities that are the best? Or do I have to do...
I want to see if you can name, these top 5 cities.
Can I name them, or do I have to rank them in terms
No.
of...
Just if...
New York, Boston, Chicago, Dallas, LA. Or is it New York, Chicago, Boston, LA, Miami?
So what you gave me 8 different. Give me.
I didn't. I gave you 6. It's either New York, Boston.
All right. So just give me a city, and I'll tell you if it's on the list.
New York.
Yes.
Boston.
Yes.
LA.
Yes.
Chicago.
No.
Okay. Miami.
Nope.
Dallas.
Yes, that's 5. LA's 1. Boston's 2. New York's 4. Dallas is 5.
Number 3. Do I know it? Do I know the state, for real?
It's a city. It's not far from here. You won't probably get it. Someone that we were watching on TV that you said had an accent. I said they had an accent.
Oh, Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
What? No, I've never guessed that. Ever. I would have never, ever guessed
Passionate
that.
sports city. Very passionate sports city.
Okay. Well.
The crazy part about this, Los Angeles is number 1.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy, even though I'm literally wearing the I Love LA sweatshirt today. I didn't even realize.
That's crazy.
And that's on manifesting.
That's wild.
Well,
why.
we're ready to get into our sick puppy and interesting cat segment of the week.
Yeah. How about you give us? You're the one that came up with sick puppy this week.
Sick puppy this week. You were like, I don't know what to do for sick puppy this week. And I was like, why don't you do Lindsay Hubbard of Summer House, who went on a date this weekend, which was her wedding weekend to Carl Radke. What the hell is his last name? What? Obviously, they got separated. Or they called off the wedding. He did on camera, which he's an asshole. But she went
did it on camera?
You don't know this?
No. They were filming?
Fucking camera crew. No, he called the camera crew to do it.
I didn't know that part.
Yes. And that's why she's like, are you fucking kidding me? She's like, you could have had a conversation with me like way before. He did it on camera on purpose. Like they were like having a hard time. She said, but like she was like, it was nothing like what you would think of. And she was like, she came home to their apartment. And he was like in the room and she was like, I'm going to go talk to him. Because they texted her, we're going to film tomorrow with the two of you. And she was like, what the fuck? That's weird. And so she went to talk to him. Like, do you have any idea what this is about? And like, he was like so bizarre with it. And she was like, whatever. And then the next day he broke up with her on camera, which was after the wedding deposit. It was after or a couple days after the point where you could get your money back. So he did it on purpose. He's a fucking asshole. So she's a sick fucking puppy for going on a date with Johnny Bananas, who was another reality star who I don't know, which you were like, you don't know who Johnny Bananas is? I was like, is it Bananas? I don't know who Bananas is. Over the weekend, she went on a date with him. So
it's crazy. You never watched like the real world road rules challenges?
This is like so Shayna Ozello. Like she is a real world girl. Like I used was to be. Never.
But like the challenges were my favorite.
Really?
And he was always on the challenges, and he'd always be like always scheming.
Oh my god! Of course.
I think I looked him up like before we started, and he was first on Real World in like 2009, and he stayed relevant since then.
I love it.
So like
almost 20 years.
Hats off to him.
Hats off to you. And you and Hubbard. But yeah, sick fucking puppy move for like, fuck you.
It's supposed to be my wedding weekend.
Yeah. Well, even her bachelorette, I think she still won the bachelorette trip with like a couple girls. Like I think she did like all around Sex and the City. Or they went somewhere else.
Yeah, you can't just lose all the money.
Yeah, so good for her.
Hell
you didn't know that he did it on camera?
No.
Asshole.
Very much so.
Dick.
He's big time.
Now you can give us our interesting cat.
Interesting cat is Tua Tagovailoa. Tua now has cornrows, and he was wearing a do-rag on Sunday underneath his helmet. Like, I thought he was a nice church boy from Hawaii, and now he's just Miami's getting to him. Interesting move, interesting cat move, Tua. And Mike obviously big
Miami
guy, loves it.
Mike is so Miami. We need to go to Miami with him, or if his bachelor party is in Miami, I'm nervous. But like, he is so Miami. I feel like Miami is his element.
Yeah.
Like I couldn't imagine him more himself than in Miami.
I've never been to Miami with him.
But put him in those.
We made a promise that unless it's a wedding next week, unless there's a wedding that weekend or like a family event for either one of us, we are going to the Miami versus Patriots game in Miami next year.
Okay, let's do it. I'm down.
Me and him.
Oh. Fuck you, dude. Literally, what? Fuck you. I know you're like, oh wait, no, it's just me and him. And then literally I'm at, fuck you.
I'm fucking around.
No, you're not.
Are you? I don't know. We didn't talk about if ladies are going to be invited yet. We're just... Me and him, all I know is that me and him are going.
Okay, then me and Katrina can go to fucking 11. Like, doesn't fucking matter.
All
you guys can have fun at the game, and me and her will be at the club.
Yeah, go.
We'll have fun at the club.
Yeah.
We'll go to the club.
Go.
We'll be at the club.
Yeah, go.
Sorry, shaking our little tail off, twerking that thing. Me and Katrine.
Yeah.
Sorry, see ya.
Yeah.
Have fun, losers, at the football game.
Ready for our picks?
Yes, I'm ready for our picks of the week.
All right, so we both went 1 and 2 last week, so you're still in the lead.
It's hard when like my wins outweigh my losses though. Like how do you feel with your losses outweighing your wins?
Yeah. I mean, it's been this way for a few weeks now. I'm trying to get back on track. So yeah, I don't feel good about it. I don't feel good about it at all.
I think the picks I made this week are fucking fire.
Then hit me with them.
Commanders versus Cowboys on, I'm assuming Thanksgiving Day, -10.5 to Cowboys. I'm picking them 1,000% because the Cowboys are my boys and they're going to be performing on Thanksgiving like they do every year.
Okay.
The 49ers versus Seahawks. The Seahawks are plus 6.5. I'm going with the 49ers. Christian McCaffrey shaking that thing, showing his tail, doing his fucking thing. For someone who honestly shows up every week for the best rest, it's him and him only. He shows up, that's it. Him and, what's the guy from the Eagles? Devontae Smith. The only guys that show up.
Yeah.
And my last pick is the Bills versus the Eagles. The Eagles are minus 3.5, and I'm picking the Eagles. First of all, it's crazy that the Eagles are minus 3.5 versus the Bills. So bet on that, I'll say. Okay, and I think you should parlay all these three together because that's how much I believe in these. Yeah.
Wow. Okay. So I also had San Francisco, so I'm not picking them because I need to catch up. I need to make up some ground. So I'm done picking the same games as you because I need every game to be different so that I can make up ground.
Yeah, but you can make up a ground here. They're gonna win, so that's a definite win.
No, I'm going to go Kansas City, minus 9.5.
Okay.
Against Vegas. I think Kansas City coming off that emotional loss, they're going to dominate. They're going to win by like 30 points.
Okay.
I got the Chargers plus 4.5 versus Baltimore. Chargers coming off two tough losses. I think that they'll rebound. And I don't know the spread, but whatever the Dolphins is against the Jets, take the Dolphins because Tim Boyle's poopy. Okay. And the Jets are poopy. Okay. So just go Dolphins. Tua Durag Tagovailoa over Tim Boyle. Okay.
Tua Tagovailoa.
Yes, but I just want to give you some history going into this week.
Tagovailoa.
Yes, exactly. About Thanksgiving on football on Thanksgiving.
Okay, go for it.
So there's two teams that traditionally always play on Thanksgiving: the Detroit Lions and the Dallas Cowboys. The Lions have been playing on the holiday dating back to 1934, and the Cowboys since 1966. Detroit started playing on Thanksgiving because that was the first year that they ever had a team in the Motor City. So the owner at the time thought it would be a great idea to play on that day just so that they could get more fans, really. He thought it would be a great marketing tactic to get more fans.
Oh, cute.
And then the Cowboys started playing on Thanksgiving in 1966 when their general manager at the time, Tex Schramm, believed that publicity of playing on Thanksgiving would be good for his struggling team in 1966. Schramm's decision paid off on the field and at the gate, which is why the tradition has continued, and in part is why the Cowboys are known as America's team.
I mean, he did a good job with the marketing.
And they've played on every Thanksgiving since.
I love it. That's awesome.
Mm-hmm. And the only team that has never played on Thanksgiving is the Jacksonville Jaguars.
And they don't need to.
They'll be the first team in England to move to England soon. So it makes sense.
Okay, well, that's awesome. I always knew that the Cowboys played on Thanksgiving. I obviously didn't know why. Great marketing tactic by Mr. Tex Schramm. Love it.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah.
Thank you for that little history lesson.
Yes.
You really came out here with the fucking facts this week.
Yeah, then one more little bit that I was doing for a long time that I just wanted to mention quick. One game that you have to watch this weekend, anybody out there that's not NFL, is the Ohio State versus Michigan rivalry game, football, Saturday. Michigan going through all their stuff with the cheating scandal. And it's probably the biggest rivalry in college sports, if not sports entirely. So it's very, very exciting. And it's also ranked the number 2 team versus number 3 team in the country. So it's going to be a very good game. So I'll be damned if I don't watch that.
All right. Well, cool. Saturday, I know what we're doing, watching the game.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you so much, Baba. Do you want to close out this incredible episode with me?
Yes, so I apologize. We apologize. It's a longer episode. Just great conversation here. Great conversation.
Per usual.
But thank you again to, first of all, anyone that takes the time to listen to us or watch us. We really do appreciate it, and we are very thankful for you because you do not have to. And so the fact that you take time to listen to us is very much appreciated by the both of us.
It's amazing. Thank you.
Similarly, anyone that's purchased a hat so far, seriously, we joke around about it, but seriously, thank you. Also, you can be spending your money anywhere. So the fact that you want to support our little podcast and our little business that we have going on here is, I might cry with how much I appreciate it. So seriously, thank you. And then thank you for everything that you do for me and being the best, not only podcast host, but the best roommate, the best female companion, the best friend, everything. So I'm just very thankful and grateful. And happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving. What a way to close out with tears in my eyes. I love you so much. I love everyone else. And
oh, there goes the mic.
happy 63rd episode. Happy Thanksgiving, everyone. Hope everyone has a safe, happy, and healthy Thanksgiving. And I love you.
Cheers.
Cheers. Thank you so much for listening to another episode of your favorite sports drama podcast, The Double Dose, the drama of sports. Don't forget to rate and subscribe to our podcast wherever you watch and listen, and give us a follow on Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter at Double Dose Pod. Thank you.